Hi, I'm Logi. I'm very shiny. I just did a sort of get ready with me video talking about the Your skincare line, and so I'm wearing 6-7 layers of moisture right now, so I'm pretty shiny like I said. But I wanted to do a video review of the Dr. Jart Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment, which is the Western name, and I'm pretty sure the Eastern name is something, I'll link it. It's a different name, but if you see that name, it's the same exact product as this. They are one and the same, just marketed differently for different markets. Yeah, this, my best friend, she was traveling from Hawaii. She had a layover, she was going from Hawaii to Brazil and had a layover in Houston, and so we hung out, and she's also into Korean skincare, and she introduced me to Dr. Jart, this color correcting treatment, and I never heard of it before. It's a Korean brand. It's not cruelty free, which is a bummer, but I'm still going to talk about it and show you, because I used it and I was really impressed by the results. There's a small stain on mine, I think some of it leaked out. But from what I know about this, I've used it once and it blew me away. It's this cream, kind of, to me it's almost like a foundation. It's like 1% foundation. It's like, what it does, it applies, sorry, I have a little hair on my face. I shaved earlier, so I'm kind of itchy. It applies green and then oxidizes and turns like beige, and it tends to match your skin tone, which is really interesting. So you see, we're all green in here. It smells like, it's very medicinal smelling, maybe eucalyptus and rosemary. Yeah, rosemary for sure, but I'm not sure how this would work on darker skin tones. Unfortunately, I worry that it wouldn't cancel any redness out there, which is a bummer. But as far as like lighter skin tones that have like splotchier areas that are red, this helps even out the skin complexion, because the green cancels out the red. You know, as far as the color wheel goes, green is complementary to red, and so they cancel each other out, which is really interesting. So you see, red here, my forehead from using my acids earlier, and so this will really cancel all that out. It's really interesting. I was astounded by it, which doesn't happen very often, and this is kind of like, it's like the love child between skincare and cosmetics. It's kind of one and the same. I wouldn't call it makeup and I wouldn't call it skincare. It's kind of like the in-between. It comes with a plastic spatula, which isn't the best. It's porous, which can harbor bacteria and microorganisms, which isn't great, but first time use, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I'm gonna replace mine soon with metal stainless steel spatulas. So I'm gonna take this off the top and kind of put it back into the container. Oh, there's already a little fiber in there. My t-shirt maybe got onto it. So I'm gonna take this off. Actually, it might be enough for my face. I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand. Ooh, I almost lost it. So putting on the back of the hand is great because it will start to adjust the temperature of this to your skin, to your body temperature, which will help it like blend into your skin way nicer, and it'll like marry the two textures really nicely. Put that there. Okay, so using your ring finger, it applies the least amount of pressure, and as far as your under eyes and your skin, delicate areas in the face, you don't want to be like really pushing on it too hard or pulling it, because it can damage the skin there and it can damage the collagen and the elastin, which we don't want, right? Okay, so I'm gonna start applying this here, and you can see what's gonna happen. It will start to apply green, And it'll oxidize and change to beige, which is really, really cool. And so I'm gonna get a little bit into my eyebrows with the tips and just kind of pat it all out. I wonder, I've wondered after using this the first time, I've wondered about using a duo fiber brush. If you're familiar with makeup brushes, using a duo fiber brush to apply this, I feel like it would do really nicely because this is very much like a foundation as far as texture goes. And you can see what's happening. It's turning into this really nice beige color. It almost looks like, you know, it's like completely evening my skin tone out. I'm getting hyped again. When I first used this, I loved it. I couldn't believe it. And now I'm like back in that same feeling. I'm like, wow, this is so great. Because I love using acids and skincare, but sometimes, you know, you can get a little bit red from exfoliating or chemically exfoliating, and you want to go out that, you know, really soon after. You don't want to wait for your skin to like calm back down. And this is just amazing. And also, it's SPF 30 rated, which, if you know about skincare, SPF is the what do I want to say? It's like it's non-negotiable, right? You have to have it on. SPF is like, you know, it's a lifesaver, literally. It will save your skin's life and your life. Because we don't want skin cancer or skin damage. So under your eye, be very, very, very gentle. And I'm like bringing it right up to my lash line because I want to have the color even out. I'll go back to it in a second. But at first it looks very intense, like, wow, that's the wrong color. And then looking at my forehead, you see it really, really, really starts to blend in so beautifully. My brow bone, up to my nose. I like to work in halves, or like sections, forehead, right side, left side, and then like bottom left, bottom right. It helps you really get an even complexion. Bring it to your ear too, you know, to kind of marry those two tones. I have enough on this side, I can bring it all the way down. And I'm using my ring finger, like I said. It applies the least amount of pressure while your fingers, and it's the most gentle on the skin. You don't want to be like rubbing and pulling and on your face skin, your facial skin. Like I said, you know, this is your face and you get one of them. So you want to really take care of it and be gentle with it. You don't want to pull on it and cause unnecessary premature aging if you're worried about that. So you can see I'm already 2 different tones. This is really evening out. And this will even go down further because you can see where my forehead is now. In my forehead, it looks a lot like my neck skin. It's really matching my tone quite nicely, and you can see I always have red here. This is not from acid. I always have streaks of red. It's just genetic, and it really helps to cancel that out. It's not all of it gone. I could probably put more on there and kill that if I wanted to, but I'm not too worried about it. I leave it off my lips because I want to keep my lips red. Okay, let's take more of this. Like I said, back of the hand, it helps warm it up to your body temperature so it applies nicely. Here we go again. It smells wonderful. It's very medicinal smelling. It's very inoffensive, unoffensive. Is it inoffensive or unoffensive? I feel like it's inoffensive. Yeah, here we go. Don't be afraid to bring it into your hairline a little bit. It won't, you can always get a wet, you know, cloth and remove any from your hair itself. And be just as gentle with your brow bone skin as you are with your under eye skin. It's just as delicate. You know, we have that beautiful collagen down there, keeping her under eyes nice and firm. And the more we pull and rub, the more that breaks down and degrades. And we really don't want that. I assume you don't want that, right? So I'm being really careful once again, bringing it up to my lower lash line. Get under your nose as well, and your nostril folds. I'll do my nose in a second. Like I said, I like doing the halves of my face first. Start to bring it down. And for people who wear a foundation, this is a great alternative to like a cushion foundation or a BB cream or a CC cream. This is even lighter than that, I would say. Like I said, it's kind of like almost skincare and it's almost a cosmetic. It's not either of the two, it's both. You have your SPF in here, which is amazing, and it's just enough coverage to, you know, feel comfortable going out and doing errands or shopping or, you know, small things like that. And it's really quick too. Like, I'm taking my time while applying it and showing you what it looks like as it changes color. But it's great. It's great stuff. And I've seen it on a couple different skin tones, lighter than mine, darker than mine, and it really does seem to color match quite well with the wearer's skin tone. Getting my chin now. And this is also, if you are a makeup wearer, this is a great base too. It's not you can be worn as a base or as just as itself. It doesn't have to be worn either of the two ways. It can be worn, you know, as a base or just by itself, depending on what you like. I may have applied too much under my eyes, but we'll see how it goes. I've only worn this once, and it was a smaller amount. I'm gonna take this to my neck as well. And you can be a little bit more heavy-handed here as far as your application. I'm also under some severe lights, so it can look more intense under these lights. These are super, super duper LEDs I'm under right now. But you can see, if you rub it if you smear it, it's less intense. I probably applied a little bit too much under my eyes, but that's okay. I might go dab. Not dab, but like dab it with a paper towel and to kind of see if I can lift some of it off. So I'll do that in a second and see what we think. And also this could probably mellow out. I mean, it's still kind of wet under my eyes, so it might even oxidize further and cool down as far as like the intensity. I feel like it already is, maybe a little bit. Also, it's a bit, it has that sort of dewy finish, which is, you know, popular in Asian cosmetics. Not all of them, but it's a trend. So if you aren't into like the super dewy look, you could always like cover this with like a pressed powder, you know, in your color. and it would mellow out that sort of like wet look. I'm just going in now and kind of evening out any spots that I feel like need to match the rest. Let's see if we can't get this to go away. I feel like we can, yeah. It's pretty cool stuff. I'm kind of always surprised by it. If you go online and read reviews, people just like love this stuff. It's really works really well if you have a lot of redness and you want to cancel it out. Okay, let me go. I'm gonna close this back up. Also, this comes in 2 sizes. There's an $18, if you're in America, an $18 smaller size, and this is $50, so this one, I know I like it, so I bought the bigger one, plus the smaller one was out, which is a bummer. But I like it enough that I wanted to get it and show it to you all. So I'm gonna go see if I can't kind of pull off some of the under eye area and see what it looks like. So I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I look a little bit more normal, I guess. I took a paper towel and kind of just folded it and just like tamped it, like tamp under my eyes, and then after I took off that like a little bit too much under my eyes, I went around and just kind of like pressed and took off the excess. And I wish I could show you, but I threw it away. It comes off on the paper towel. It's like a true like beige, like it's fully oxidized. It's like a foundation. And then I went ahead and smiled and took off like on the apples of my cheeks so I can get more red. Because as you know, if you use cosmetics, putting on a foundation, you take out all your shadows and your highlights and your color in your cheeks. So I went back and I took out some of the cover up and brought back in the redness of my cheeks, so I look a little bit more normal. But yeah, this is the Dr. Jart Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment, and I will link the product I'll link this one as well as the Eastern version, which has a different name, but it's the same exact product, and it's actually cheaper if you find it online, so look out for that if you're interested. I love this stuff. I would like to use it on like special occasions, like going out or going to like a dinner or like a birthday party. It's like just enough of like a cosmetic and still like a skincare item. Because I'm not really interested in wearing too much foundation, but it's enough for me to really enjoy the work I've put in to make my skin look nice, and it will cancel out all the redness that is just there inherently from my genes, my genetics. So yeah, I like this stuff a lot. If you have redness you're dealing with and want to kind of cancel out, look it up. It's really cool. It comes in a beautiful jar. It's green glass, which I love. Yeah. So that was this review. If you want to see more reviews on Korean cosmetics and stuff like that, let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of me, I'm on a second channel, or my first channel called Gidy TV. This is my second channel. This is kind of like my lifestyle channel. So if you want to see more of that, give me a subscribe on both channels, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh. Bye.